Hey guys, $20 Luana here. Okay, second video, let's get into it, the consultation. But I have to first say thank you guys for all your warm wishes, your prayers. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my old subscribers for hanging in there and sticking in there with me and taking this ride. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so as far as the consultation goes, once you've done all of your internet research, you've checked different doctors, you read reviews, you picked out two or three maybe stuck out for you. You've checked to make sure that they don't have any claims against them. You check to see if they have any malpractice suits. You read all of the reviews to make sure that there weren't any complaints. People usually on blogs will kind of talk about their experiences. Maybe that doctor that you chose did work on that person. Communicate with that person, other people, just get as much as information that you can as far as that doctor and his office and how their procedure went. That's very helpful. I will put in the description box links of where you can make sure that the doctor is board certified, check his certifications, check his CV. That is a resume for physicians. For physicians, they have a CV rather than a resume. So once you've selected your doctors, because I highly recommend you see more than one consultation. I would see one or two or possibly three. I'd rather you waste a few $75 rather than a few $1,000 because I just lost my train of thought because these two pieces are sticking out. All right, so I'd rather you waste a couple of $75 rather than a whole few $1,000 because your life is way more important than that. So make sure you're comfortable with the doctors that you choose. The doctor that I chose is Dr. Hannah with Marietta Plastic Surgery. He has two offices, and that's in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Georgia. Marietta Plastic Surgery. He also has an office in Woodstock. The office that he has is actually across the street from my office. So if I have any problems, I can go run over there to him in less than 5 minutes. When you schedule your consultation, you'll probably talk to the coordinator. My coordinator was Tammy. She sent me an email link to register, sign on to their website, so that way I can enter in all my personal information, my medical history, and all of that, so that then when the nurse brings me back, she can go over all that information with me. Do not, I repeat, do not give all of your doctor all of your health information. Don't think because if you tell him, he may not do the procedure. Okay, you're putting yourself at harm's risk by doing that. Okay, an ideal candidate is someone that's overall healthy, who is not planning on having any more children, is at their ideal weight. Very important that if you smoke, you discontinue now. If you drink, you discontinue now. All right, greater risk of infections if you do. Let's see. Had my appointment, got there, spoke with the nurse. We went over all my health information. When she left, I watched videos of the actual, what the procedure is entailed. I saw pictures of his work. That's pretty much what I was doing while I was waiting for the doctor to come in. Okay, so when he comes in, you go over all your questions. He'll ask you, why do you want it? What are your expectations? What are your expectations of me? Okay, so that's when you go into all your consultation questions. I will put a link in the description box of great consultation questions, okay? Because when you get in there, you want to ask him as many questions as you can. You want to make sure that all of your questions are answered and you have a clear understanding from A to Z, okay? I don't care how long it takes. Your consultation should be at least about 30 minutes to an hour and a half, okay? So if you get in there and you start asking him questions and he looks at you remotely in the wrong way, leave. If he blows his breath as if you are getting on his nerve because you're asking too many questions, then leave. He's not the one you want to see. That's why you need to see several visits to make sure you find the one that's most comfortable for you, okay? Make sure all of your questions are answered. Pretty much, Dr. Hannah, he answered a lot of my questions, but he was so thorough and detailed in everything. He really left very little room for me to ask any questions, you know what I mean? But I still had some. I still had a lot. How long you been doing this? Where's it going to be done? It's going to be done at their accredited surgical center, which means it's on site at their facility. There is a hospital 5 minutes away. So if anything happens that they can't control in their surgical suite, then I will be transferred to the hospital. God forbid that won't happen. Okay, but if it does, we're backed up. Okay, how many tummy tucks have you done? I don't care about your breast augmentations right now. I'm talking about your tummy tucks. How many times have you done the drainless technique? Has there been any complications? What if this happens? What if an infection arises? What do I do? How are you available after hours? You got to ask them all these questions, all of them, okay? Because you want to be covered, all right? This is your life in his hands, and you want to make sure he is the most highly professional person in this field to do what you want him to do for you, okay? All right, so he answered all my questions. All right, he left. I took all my clothes off. Got fully naked, okay? They gave me some paper panties to put on. The nurse came in. She took pictures. Front, back, side. As if I've been arrested. And they just took all these mug shots of me or something. I felt real violated. But, you know, this is your surgeon. He's going to see all of you. He's going to see all of that. And that pretty much, you know, lets him, if you have any questions later, he'll have all these photos so he can refer back to you and answer your questions if you want to email him back or call him back if you have additional questions. If you want to reschedule an appointment to go back to him because you have more questions, please do so. It shouldn't be a problem for you to do that, okay? So, took the pictures. He came back in. He looked at me. He squeezed my stomach. He touched me and all of this, that, and the third with a nurse present. Make sure there's a nurse present, okay? Because that's how suits start, malpractice suits, lawsuits, okay? And, you know, he was like, I think it's best that we do the extended tummy tuck where it's, you know, the incisions from hip to hip. It dresses your side, lower back, your hips, your waist, your outer thighs, all of that good stuff. He explained to me about his drainless technique. The drainless technique is a little bit similar to a regular tummy tuck where I won't have any drains. When they do the tummy tuck, it's a gap in between the skin and the abdominal wall. And they insert 2 tubes that come out of you that drain out fluid. But the drainless technique is where he's going to suture and stitch the skin back onto the abdominal wall, leaving no room for any excess fluid buildup. And there will be no drainage, and everything is absorbed back into your body. It's made for, you know, fast recovery. A lot of people say that they have less swelling. They heal faster and able to get back up and do their normal, you know, routines very quicker. All right. There are pros and cons to the drain and the drainless. Okay, you just have to research and talk to your doctor about which one is best for you. I'm very confident that he will do a great job and he will do the best in what he does. So I really don't have any qualms about that. However, there are risks in everything factored from the regular tummy tuck to the drainless. There are risks: seroma, blood clots, pulmonary embolism, hypoxemia, deep vein thrombosis, all of that. You're going to get that with both, okay? So it's very important that you start walking immediately after your surgery to get your blood circulating and all of that good stuff to lessen the increase of any infections. So that's what he's going to do. He's also going to do a muscle repair. Muscle repair is when you have few kids, your abdominal wall is stretched, or if you're overweight and you've lost weight, you know, you lose that elasticity, you know what the hell I'm trying to say. Like a rubber man, you lose the elastic. Okay, so the best way I can sum it up is like if you're wearing a corset. You're wearing a corset and you can only get it to the first hook. He's going to cinch your abdominal wall like this so that that first hook can connect all the way to that third hook. So he's going to cinch it together, okay, making you have a what I want to say, making you have a nicer shape, silhouette, abdominal wall. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's what he's going to do. That's the muscle repair. What else? At the end of the consultation, after he went over everything and told me how everything was going to be, my next step was to go talk to Tammy, which was the coordinator. However, I had to leave. I had to go back to work. So she emailed me a proposal, and we talked about everything that he was going to charge and everything, and I will talk to you guys about that on the next video. So that's going to include the scheduling, the proposal, insurance, finance options, and all of that good stuff. All that good nitty-gritty stuff that you really want to know, okay? We'll talk about that on my next video. So I pretty much wanted to give you an overall experience of how the consultation went. Like I said, I'll put everything in the description box, all important links for you to go research your doctor, questions to ask, definitions of the actual procedure that I will be having, and yeah. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.